games. Jan, though, still yet to win, yet to strike against Alireza, despite having some chances on the board and the clock. It feels like the
Oh, here
five
you
plus
go,
one is
David.
here.
This is
So
you right here, David. All day, Catalan, all day. If you want to know Catalan, go to David and Magnus. There's some aggressive lines I've seen from Dubov where I was like, wow, he castled queenside, play h4. I was like, okay, that's Catalan I would play. But yeah, this is all your alley, David.
exactly, I've had this position many times with both colors. Very, very solid for black, but white tends to have a small kind of risk-free advantage just due to the fact that d4 pawn takes up more space. Bishop to g5 or bishop f4 with the main lines, but knight c3 is the old one. And yeah, Jan, he was playing this variation with d takes c4, the open Catalan, in his World Championship match against Magnus himself with a lot of success with black. So I am surprised Alireza is going into this, into the main line, more positional territory rather than trying to go more dynamic. I want those Najdorfs. You said the word. That's all I can think about now, but not this time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're just playing it slow, playing the cards right, chill a little bit, and then start bringing out the big boy stuff later. So I guess is the plan here, David, after e4? Yeah, you just push the b pawn to back bishop up at d5, I guess, in some cases. Because obviously I know when it plans, oh, knight c5, that's a trick that you guys do. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you
I'll
go
just put that on the
e3. What's
board.
the plans here, David? Like, what's your best plan you go for
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I think rook d1 makes sense. a4 would have been another one I might have been tempted by, but for those of you watching at home, e4 there would have been knight c5 since the white queen was undefended. So now it is possible, but after b4 it would probably get very, very sharp. b4, d5, etc. I don't know. I think Alireza probably just ignores this. Maybe plays a3 if he needs to, but bishop f4, bishop g5. Evalbar says it's quite nice for white, but I don't know. It's no obvious moves at least.
Yeah.
Maybe.
B4
Yeah,
is
I'm
so
snacking.
annoying. So like A3, like it's hard. Can you eat while playing like this? Like I can't do that, David. I don't know. And Magnus does it too. Be eating noodles and like no matter what, he just eating everything while playing. That is incredible skill
Yeah, the top players they fuel up constantly. Like
while
Magnus,
playing.
I've never met anyone who drinks as much water as him. It's like he's chugging liters, gallons in one sip. It's crazy, but it seems to help. It seems to help the top players. I mean, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, he's got an endless supply of nuts. It feels like he's just always snacking. It seems to work.
Yeah, it's hard to like just I'm so locked in that I'm like I don't care about food right now. Maybe in the classical game, okay, classical, you take your little break, and you go eat, snack or whatever, come back if it's not your move. But yeah, B4 is super annoying here, and obviously I think he's thinking about should he allow it or not, and if he does, maybe bishop f4. But then B4, and where does the knight go back to B1? I mean, come on.
That's not good news. Maybe he needs to speed things up. Maybe go knight e5 or something. He goes a3, a5. Doesn't change much. And talking of snacking, were you snacking during your successful World Championship chess boxing match? Was that one of the
Ah,
secrets to your success?
no, in fact, snacking was you didn't want to be heavy. You didn't want to be heavy. You wanted to be light going into the round. So I definitely made sure I had some beetroot juice and I had some creatine monohydrate with also beta alanine to make sure I was ready and pumped. Also with some glutamine for recovery as well and loosening up my muscles, nice amino acids as well. So lots of water too as well. So I was good to go.
Wow, I need to learn from you. I need to take heed. I always forget to think about the diet when it comes to chess, but it's so important nowadays.
Yeah, but you down? We was before the call, guys. David, everybody clap it up for David. He's down 150 pounds. Okay, he was a big boy. Now he's down 15, something like that. Pretty nice. Good job, David.
Yeah, I'm at that age. Need to start thinking about these things. Youngsters can eat what they want and still perform well on the chessboard. But now we're in our 30s, James. We've got to be
Yeah, you gotta
serious
take care of
when
your
it
body.
comes
Got
to.
to be very serious. In fact, I tell some students too. I was talking about Magnus is going from orange juice. You remember Magnus in his orange juice days, but he stopped. He stopped because of the crash you get later, basically. So I know his nutrition is now something about him getting a milk and water mix, chocolate milk and water or something, to give him that spike type of later in the rounds or later in the game when it's like 5 to 6 hours into the match where you get fatigue. He's feeling good and ready to go still.
Yeah, I need to have a chat with him about it. Learn the
Yeah.
secrets. In the meantime, Jan's snacks maybe didn't help because he's not been snacking on any pawns. At least he's still level material, and it's if anything, it's the white knight that's threatening to get hungry and start eating things up.
Oh, he
Ooh,
just a lot. Wait, what? What happened, David?
what?
What? What is this? It's a blunder. Queen b7, queen f3. Oh, look at him. Oh my goodness. And he thought so long and blundered. Long think, wrong think. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
That's tough, and that's over. Just winning the
David, why
exchange for
can't we play
free.
rook e8, David?
Rook e8. There would have been knight takes e7, and the queen would have been hanging.
That is the problem, Jack. That was the problem. That's why he's shaking his head here.
Mm-hmm. Wow. White can do anything now. It's such an open board as well. Like, some exchange sacrifices are fine. He made it work earlier, Jan. He's kind of blundered the exchange twice in a row when he's had the black pieces, but last time at least he got a pawn. This time it's not much compensation in return.
This will be, if it's likely, but of course anything can happen still. It's still the game is not over. But if Alireza is able to close this out, this will be the first 2-game lead here, which is tough. Of course, as Jan has been playing great. It's just, it was a 1 game, which it still is technically until the game is over. 1-game lead for Alireza here, but it's going to be 2 if he loses this game. With still a lot of time left, we have 3+1 and the bullet 2 as well. Nepo's going to have to get on the board at least with a string of wins, or even one to just feel more confident in himself.
Yeah, we saw a similar storyline the other day with Wesley So. Took him ages to get his first win, but as soon as he did, he went on a massive
Oh,
winning game streak.
he
So it's
snaps. He
possible.
didn't. He beat Hikaru like 3 or 4 in a row. Like it was uncalled. Like you don't even see that. I was like, well, Wesley So came to play today. That was a different Wesley I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, you can beat Hikaru 3 in a row, but nobody beats him 4 in a row.
I'm
Don't
like,
let
no
Hikaru.
one beats me 4 in a row. Super Saiyan Karu here.
Exactly. And Jan, the facial expressions, yeah, he's been very expressive since he's been young, as our featured chat points out there. Still looking very, very good for white, and probably sooner or later, e4, e5 will finally break down the blockade this bishop has made.
Yeah, he's going to simple route, very easy trade off, and then finally push maybe the central pawns, as you pointed out, e4, e5 at some point, and bishop falls, or not falls, it moves away, which c7 would be likely to fall, and then trying to convert from there.
Mm-hmm. Rook trade first. He would love the queens off as well, if he can. Alireza, that would just guarantee pretty much game over. The black bishop will not be able to hold its own. Maybe he's going for checkmate as well. Is he just going to put a rook on a8 after a trade, go queen e8? Maybe he is. Queen e8, queen behind. Is that GG?
Queen e8. Yeah, you gotta have to bring the king out into the middle of the street here. Wait, is this a winning endgame? You gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Yeah.
But
No need to just sack.
no need
Love
to
the
sack.
idea.
Just move the rook in. There we go. Defends the white pawn in the center as well. Rook d7. Okay, that's going to force the queen exchange, and just a matter of time now. Matter of time. e4, f4, e5. He's going to win the c7 pawn as well.
And look at the patience there to play e4 after like how many moves? Now getting to pawn e4. Very nice patience. And at some point, we probably look to centralize the king, or get not centralize, but get him close, like king to c6 and sack on c7 is a winning idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Probably unstoppable long term. And he starts the journey. Black seeking
Try to go
counterplay.
rook g8 though at some point. Like rook g8 wants to. There we go, h4. Nice, because you have to get this king to stop from getting to h3. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, traded pawns. Now he's going over. Start the run now. Start moving. Sliding. Rook g8 is always going to keep the black king honest. Rook g8 played. Rook g7 maybe? Mm-hmm. And now it's time. Well, this is going to be tough. A tough comeback now. James, do you think he's going to be? Do you think he's going to be shook at all by this, Jan?
Yeah, it's especially when you felt you were close, you messed it up, and you're like, you're defeating yourself. You're like, oh man, come on, I gotta play better. Like you just think you're getting in your head, which is very normal. We all go through this as players. They all go through it. So it's tough, but the hard thing is just shaking it off. You know what? It is what it is. Keep playing. There's still a long match. We have 3+1 to do, bullet still, and we still have 30 minutes in this match too as well. At least just a little bit over 30. We may be under 29 when this one finishes. Let's see what happens, but it's tough. You got to bounce back at the best thing that you can. Apasan forced. That was he didn't do it. Wow, that was a glitch.
Definitely a glitch, and Alireza takes the win. He moves 2 points ahead in this match. It is a frown from Jan. Something went wrong there. He blundered the exchange in one move. I'm not sure what he miscalculated, but he was punished, and it is a break.